folks, it's been a while, but yours truly, Jimmy J, is back with another sit-down session. And today, I'm dropping a mic because I have up-and-coming hip-hop artist and long-time friend of mine, Jaybrdoubleez, my guy, Jaybreez in the building. Breeze,
Hey,
how have you been, buddy?
man, I'm doing great, man. Just making music, staying focused, making the number one thing the number one thing.
You're making music for the masses. I'm telling you right now, man, you have a lot coming up. But before we get to what's coming up and what you got going on, let's take everybody back. For those that don't even know yet, tell us a little bit about who Jaybreez is. Tell us about yourself.
Man, I've been rapping since I was like a kid. My mom gave me a tape recorder when they had tape recorders and let me record myself. And that was the first time I ever laid down a verse. And then after that, I went through like this crazy phase where I was trying to figure out names. So it was like crazy names, Lil Mouse.
Little Mouse, is that like a thing? Everybody just little. We got to start somewhere. So we start with the little.
I don't know. And then funny story. Somebody from my neighborhood actually was like, "You know what your name is? Jaybreez." And I was like, "All right." And then ever since then, you know, of course, I've expanded it. I spell it out Jaybrdoubleez, Breeze proper. Like I split it into a lot of different things.
Now, is that like two different personalities? So Jaybrdoubleez, that's one, and then Breeze proper is the guy with the vest and the suit and the Sunday best, and that's Breeze proper.
Exactly, Breeze everyday best is Breeze proper.
That's it.
Breeze proper.
I got to tell you, man. You know, you and I, we go back. For those that don't know, I used to write a little bit myself. Definitely not on your level, man. I mean, you're writing things that I don't see most people doing out here. You know, it's almost like hip hop is lost. But maybe you're the savior. Okay, I don't know. That's
I wouldn't say that. I just want to be able to have a seat at the table so that when things come up, I could be a part of those conversations and my voice can hold weight. That's really the goal, that my voice holds weight, you know, because that's important, right? Being an influencer, period, when your voice holds weight, you can influence people to either do right or wrong. And so that's really what I'm here for. So the content may be a little rough, rugged, and raw at times, which I actually like it that way, honestly, me personally. But I understand I have mixed audiences. I have a Christian audience. I have non-Christian audiences. So I try to find a balance in between where I could talk about real life stuff without offending people. But the goal is to have a voice in hip hop so that I could be a good influence to young people everywhere. Yeah,
which is huge, man, because I feel like there's a lot of negative. There's a lot of negative, not only in the world, but just like music wise too. Sometimes there's a lot of like negative messages being sent. Is there any particular message that you're trying to send out there?
Not anything particular. I mean, it's just that you know, hip hop likes people that are broken, and I think the example of someone being broken being fixed, right? And whatever that means, right? I mean, I'm sure there's other areas I'm gonna find out that I'm broken in, but it's like when you come from broken places, that's what people gravitate toward. And instead of just taking the brokenness and telling everybody like, yeah, you know, run that way, it's more so like, hey, like this is broke, but it could be fixed. Whatever it is, it could be relationships with spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends, dads, mothers, anybody, right? Things in the street, right? There's a lot of things in the street.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right. That can make you easily broken, easily. And so it's like, hey, this can be fixed. Even people who believe that they sold their soul in the industry, like that's not even true. You can't sell your soul because Satan doesn't own it. So it's like that can be fixed. Like, so it's like there's a lot of, and people gravitate toward brokenness, but I think in that brokenness, I just want to give a message that things could be fixed.
Which is good, man, because, you know, a lot of people do get lost at times. You know, I think we've both been there at times. And, you know, people tend to like gravitate towards music to get them through things.
Yeah.
And if they're listening to something that's, negative, they might, look at things negatively, and they might do things that they wouldn't think they would normally do. But now if they hear something that maybe is more positive about like what you're putting out, it gives them hope. It provides that hope, and then people can probably feed off of that and then, deliver, I guess, or positively, take action instead of negative.
Check this out. When I was younger, I heard Biggie say, "I'm a piece of ish. It ain't hard to tell. I'm going to hell." Pretty much something along those lines, right? I don't remember the exact lyrics because I kind of blocked it out. But when I first heard that, I was like, "Damn!" Like, like this dude, like what? You know what I mean? Or Eminem, "I sold my soul to the devil. I never get it back. I just want to lead this game with level head intact." So it's like he really believed that, like, he did that and there's nothing he could do. Biggie's, from what the lyrics say, I mean, I don't know if they really thought that, but obviously it's coming from a place of heart, right? I believe both of them speak from the heart. And it's like, nah, Biggie, like, you're not a piece of ish. You know what I mean? You the man. Like, I hope they don't really believe those type of things. You know what I mean? Like, whatever he was going through, or whatever guilt Biggie was feeling, or whatever he was going through, right? Like, them things could be fixed.
Yeah, it's that message of hope, man. And you wrote so many different so many different songs, and more than I even know, because like I said, we go back, but I know you probably got a lot in the chamber. But so far, everything that you put out, is there any project or song that you're most proud of?
Oh, that's a good question. I got a song coming out right now. Actually, it's been hard to perfect it because it's not really my style, but the message in there, I'm most proud of that because it literally teaches teenagers how to become wealthy by age 25.
Oh, wow.
So literally all they have to do is listen to the song and copy it. And basically it's just talking about three dudes. Like, I thought about me and you and my homeboy Reese and my other homeboy Mac, right? That's 4 of us, right? Imagine like us at 16, and I say all of this in the song, at 16 getting a minimum wage job, right? 4 minimum wage jobs equals a big salary. We put that money together and buy some real estate. We don't move into the real estate, but we buy the real estate. We get a renter to rent it out. By the time we hit 21, at 25, you know what I mean? That thing is paid for. You sell it, get a profit, split that profit, and then we all go our separate ways and do a business. Then when we get then hopefully all of us will have enough money to put down for a second home, right? And then we can quit our jobs and start our business at 25. So it was just like, I was just like writing a song like that, and I was like, yo, this is too crazy, right? And it's like, I believe just God be inspiring, honestly, because like, where did that come from? It's just, I don't literally write anymore. I literally will hear a beat and I just start typing on my computer, and then I sit back and look at it and I'm like, yo, this is what I'm saying. And then I start perfecting it, of course, because it has to sound good.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
I was in a real tough spot. I'll start from this point. Someone I know got shot for the same reason that I was trying to do something crazy for. And I realized that was God intervening, telling me stop, because what they got shot for was stupid. And what I was trying to go pick up a gun for didn't seem stupid until he got shot. And this was a dude at a church that I just happened to go to. He decided to mentor me. He got shot. And 4 times in the chest. And basically,
wow. He passed away?
No, he did not. That's what was like
Thank
so
God.
shocking. He made a full recovery. And I was just, I don't know how I knew, but it was just like, yo, I feel like God is telling me, like, just cut it out, basically. And then I just remember like having an experience like this woman I know, she was like a young adult leader at a church I was going to. She invited me to this church, and I was trying to go see a girl, honestly, and I stood the girl up. That's crazy.
Oh.
I stood the girl up to go to church, though.
Who does that? It's usually the opposite.
Right? Like, but it just shows the influence. Like think about it. I'm in the street, and I was influenced by a young lady to come to a church service, and then from then on, man, I don't know what happened. Like all of a sudden, I started having these spiritual experiences, and I met Jesus, and the rest was history. All of a sudden, I ain't have the desires I had no more. I ain't want to drink. I ain't want to smoke. I ain't want to have sex. I ain't want to do nothing except read my Bible and learn and understand what the heck was going on. Because I'm like, yo, this is weird. Like, I didn't know nobody around me that was going through the same thing, right? Because I wasn't in church environments. I was in the street a lot. So I was like, yo, this is weird. Like, what's going on? And then from then on, it was just like, how do I create music in this way? Because now I can't say what I want to say. You know me, like my jokes used to be super harsh. So it's like I can't joke the way I want to, you know. So it was very difficult musically to transition to this stuff. And if people go listen to my early work, you can hear the progression. You can hear where it's like everything is super, super like Jesus, Christian, and then later on, it's like you can hear where it's like I'm recalling thoughts that I used to have and how like I'm influenced to go the other way versus go that way. And but I think it just makes me more relatable. I could keep my ear to the street and still love Jesus at the same time.
See, and that's something I can respect, man, because like when I listen to some of your music, there's no profanity in your music, but you're sending a message and you're telling a story and you're delivering it in an entertaining way. And there's not a lot of people that are out here right now or ever for that matter that can do that. So I give you a lot of respect for that, man.
Hey, that's all God, man. Talent comes from God. Art, God gives us the ability to create art, but the talent comes from God. So, you know, that's the talent he gave me. I literally don't think of anything. I hear a beat, I start typing up stuff, and it becomes a song. I literally finish. You said like I have all these songs. I'll be finishing songs in like 15 minutes. It's the editing that really be taking long.
Oh God, I
do all my own editing and all of that stuff, right? So yeah, it's all God, man. He gives the talent. But it's like I was listening to some Jay-Z recently, and it's like, man, him and Kanye, like they really started to get into some like artsy type of thing, like, and it's like that's where I want to get to. Now I don't want to be like them, but it was a certain level of artistry that they started to get to that was like, yo, this is on another level, right? And Drake too. Drake has the ability to do that. They have the ability to go to another level of artistry. Lil Wayne is another one. So I look at them now and I'm like, man, like these dudes took it to a whole nother level of artistry. Not just rap, it's like artistry. It's different. Yeah.
It's two levels, man. Because anybody, well, I can't say anybody can rap. If you can rhyme, put words together, okay, great, it's rap. But when you're telling a story, you know, it's something different. And then when you're delivering that story in a different way, and I don't know, man, you're right. It's a different level. Jay-Z, Drake. I mean, Drake caught so much heat just for the fact that he's like, oh, this guy's thinking he's gangster on one track, thinking he's in the streets, and then the next time he's sitting here writing love songs. Exactly. And he starts, I'm like, oh man. So he gets a lot of heat for that. But you know what? He's an artist, man. And he puts, you know, he's talented. He puts these songs together and you got to give him credit.
Yeah, people be wanting to be mad at him, but his music sounds so good. Like,
exactly. It's like, what do I do?
One song, he was like, I'm running through the six with my woes, and you're like, oh, yo, I don't want to hear this. And then before you know, you're like, running through the six with my woes. You know how that go, right? And then
exactly. So you start subconsciously singing it.
Yeah,
it's catchy.
Yeah, he's a catchy master. Him and 50 is like they do the same thing. But he said 50 Cent was his influence, right? So I just shouldn't say they do the same thing, but I'm just saying like there's similarities between them. So it's like you may not even want to hear their music at times, and then before you know it, you singing their music like, how the heck did I even get here?
When I heard Drake sing Spanish, I was like, I'm calling out now. That's I'm done. I said, this guy's on everything, man. Everywhere I go, man. And that's how you got to be. You got to be everywhere.
Bro, I didn't even know that was him until I saw the video. Like I don't know what type of, he has good studio engineers because his voice was sounding way different.
No, I knew as soon as I heard those melodious tones from Drake. I says, yeah, there he goes right now.
Yeah.
Drake singing away here, man. He's funny, man. It's
Yeah.
but again, it's talent. You know, you got to give the guy credit, whether you love him or hate him.
Yeah.
And you know, again, this is different kinds of rap, man. It really is. And I think, like I said before, what you're on, the level that you're on is something different. And people don't know that. And you know, I know you're not starting out, dude. You've been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
But to the public, to the masses, people don't yet know who Jaybreez is. They will. They will soon. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm listening, and you, my man, you're on fire. No pun intended. I'm not referencing Lloyd Banks, one of your favorite artists over there, but you are, man. You are. And I want to know what's coming up for Breeze. Like, what's next? What do you have lined up? 2022 is here, and I know you got some things on the horizon, man. Talk to us.
Yeah. So I got a mixtape coming out pretty soon. It's called Spring Back. No, it's called Fall Back, Spring Ahead. My bad. Fall Back, Spring Ahead. After that, I'm gonna redo some of the mixtapes that I did in the past. You know, just off of the fact that I started using like a new software, as I told you, right? Studios during the pandemic was shut down, and that's when I was like the most inspired. And it was just like, dude, I can't just write and wait years to get back in the studio. So like, there's a lot of stuff that was rushed. There's a lot of stuff where the sound quality is not good. And there's a lot of stuff that I was listening back to where you kind of miss the lyrics, because the lyricism is, in my opinion, is really good on some of the stuff, but it's like the way it's put together wasn't that good. So that's the next step. Drop this mixtape, redo some of the other mixtapes, put those back out, go ahead and do some shows and see where it goes. You know what I mean? I'm not hurting for money, so it's not like I'm desperate to get on. It's more so like this is a love now, right?
Yeah.
I love hip hop. I grew up in hip hop. Like, everything that around me is hip hop. You're hip hop to me. Like, everybody I know is hip hop. So it's like those are the next steps. Just do those things, get some shows under my belt so I can get some more, like, take the experience to another level, and then, you know, see where it go from there.
You may have already answered my next question, which is 10 years from now, where is Jaybreez? If you haven't, yeah, talk to us.
It all depends on what the public feels, right? Like, the public may be like, you too old. And honestly, I don't want
too old. Come on, there's no age limit on good music.
Nah, hip hop is youth culture, right? So, you know, the older I get, even now, like tomorrow, it's like my age is getting older, right? So it's like, unfortunately, with the youth, if you don't look exactly like them and sound exactly like them, then it'll be like, we don't want nothing you got to offer us, right? So 10 years from now, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I was thinking about that, actually. I was thinking to do more behind the scenes work, just really teaching people like how to make music, how to do shows, like breath control. That's something like people don't even talk about. Like, when we're performing, having breath control on a track, without having to punch your lyrics every 8 bars or
exactly. 4 bars. Stop it. All right, redo it. Let's go. Pick it up.
Right. Yeah, because it's like, remember when we was poor and I was going to the studio and I was like, dude, I do not have enough money to be doing 8 takes. Like, we gotta do these takes in 2 takes, and then do the voiceovers and all of that. And it's like, yeah, I didn't. So I had to learn, because of poverty, like, how to record quicker. So I really want to teach people how to record quicker so they could get their songs off quicker. I want to teach people how to get in that zone. There's a zone. Like, I used to hear 50 Cent say, like, oh, when this person's in a specific headspace, they're the best. And I'm like, I don't understand what he means by that, but now I do. It's like, the more music you write, you kind of get into this zone, and when you get in that zone, you can just write for days. You can just write 100 songs. They may not all be as high as everybody wanted to be. You'll still have 100 songs. You know what I mean? So, like, those are things I want to do, like, teach people how to get in a zone without drugs, right? Because I'm not drinking or smoking or
you're clean, man. You're sober, 100%.
Or doing no edibles when I'm making music. It's literally I'm just sitting there listening to the music, and I start literally hearing words, and then I'm like, oh, I got to type this out before the words go away, and then I perfect it, right? So I want to teach people how to do that. So I guess I'm gonna become a hip hop teacher or something like that.
I don't want to put you on the spot right now,
Nah,
but
say whatever.
can you deliver maybe a quick 8 or 16 or something for the people right now? I mean, do you have anything in the chamber, or you want to go old school? You want to do this old school? You want to do 3 objects, 3 things?
Nah, what you mean? Yeah, come on. You know where we come from. You always gotta stay ready. Always gotta.
You gotta be ready. He's ready. Well, I'm glad you are, because I'm not at all. But we're gonna give it a shot. All right. So let's see, Breeze. If you got something lined up, if not, I'll give you 3 things.
Nah. I got something lined up.
Okay, here we go. Whenever you're ready, and I'll pick it up. I might drop it, but I'll pick it up.
Listen. All this gangster stuff is getting whacked now. I mean, look at 50 Cent. He even on TV trying to act now. All these dudes who rap whack can rap now until real rap shows up and they back down. Rappers lie for the crown, they really try their best. When cardiac is the only time they seen a rest. I might low-key be the best, so my heart beats in my chest. I'm real, my life is proof, like I grew up with a vest. If my flow sounds like Banks and his fluence, then you could tell where he ranks as an influence. Others made me do it, but Jesus had me choose it, and I won't cool it until rap bleeds different music. Cause as long as dudes like 6ix9ine is rapping, talking out yapping, then snitching on his captain, I will do it. Everybody mad that he snitched. I know there's codes in the streets, but can you keep this? The code is not normal, but you can't tell kids to kill and teach them to be moral. So why everybody's mad that he shanked them? Remember that morals don't come with being a gangster. That's the message that I send. I hope you agree with them. It's all glory to God, but this verse is for my friends, the ones at home, hoping mumble rapping ends. Lloyd Banks will come back, Lil Wayne to bang again. You was actually an inspiration to me a lot too, because
it's funny because you were an inspiration to me.
And hip hop is always that friendly competition. And there's a few verses where I was looking like, dang, like he's going all the way in on this, and it's just like, yeah, I got to make sure I keep my game stepped all the way up. Right, because iron sharpens iron. So it's just like when I hear you spit some hot stuff, it's just like, yeah, I gotta go spit some hot. I mean, dude,
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that compliment, man. Because I didn't think it was that great. I thought, you know what I'm saying, I always try to get near you on your level. Like you were the bar for me, man. So because you write good stuff, man. You really do, man. And I know wholeheartedly the world is gonna get a chance to really see who Jaybreez is very soon.
Yeah, man, I hope so. I mean, I hope they receive me, but if not, it don't matter. I mean, I'm not here to be accepted. Like I said, I just want the voice, so I can be the voice of the voiceless. There's not a lot of people like me, clearly, but I think there's a lot of things I went through that can be relatable to a lot of people, whether you're an adult or a child or in between. Right. I used to ask God, like, why am I going through so much stuff? Like, I used to be like, why? Like, especially it's like you be like scrolling online, seeing everybody doing their thing, and I'm like, why? Like, why can't I like get ahead? And it's like, now I understand. It's like because you got to go through these things to come through these things to teach other people how to get through these things that go through these things when they go through these things. Right.
Wow. Now you got to put that somewhere in a Hallmark card or something.
Yeah. I'll put that in the song. I'll put that in the song somewhere. Go to these things to get through these things, so that when other people go through these things, I can help them get through these things, so they can get through these things that they go through.
All they need to do, Breeze, is listen to you. Just listen to a track. If you haven't heard Jaybreez, you need to listen to the man, because you don't need to receive communion to receive the message from Breeze. The world is anyway, man. Long story short, Breeze, I want you to plug anything.
I know where you was going with that.
I don't know where it was going with that, man.
What's about to happen right now?
It's like, what is happening? Is he gonna spit something out? Is he gonna like totally ruin this whole interview here with his horrible? I mean, dude, Eddie, no, man. Look, I want you to have the floor right now, and I want you to actually send any message out there that you want to send, and also plug your social media, where people can find you, where they can listen to your music, and the upcoming mixtape that you got coming out.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out first because they on my mind. Shout out to Mac, shout out to Reese, shout out to the hometown hero Mocha. You know, all of them people influence are also influences in rap. Like they made a song. Well, Reese and Mac made a song called "Stop Hating," and I know both of their verses by heart. I think probably still, and they put me on a song, and my verse was the wackest of the whack, but it was terrible. But they still threw me on there, and I kept at it after that, right? And then of course all of that started with I call him the hometown hero Mocha because he was rapping like way before us. He's the one who would like have the beats, and then like we would take the beats after and try to rap over it. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of them. They probably don't even know that. Like that
Oh, wow.
that influence goes so far back. We was little kids, right?
Where can they listen to the music? Where can they find you?
YouTube. My YouTube is my name right there, Jaybrdoubleez. Say it with me, Jaybrdoubleez.
Z.
Don't forget to spell out the word double. And as soon as you go in there, you'll see a bunch of videos. You'll see I don't even know how many mixtapes I got out now. I just keep putting them out, but I know there's a few on there, at least four or five. Since just last year alone, I put out like 5. So yeah, that's where they can find me. Drop some comments as well underneath them. If you feel it's trash, just know I'm gonna respond to you. So
So I need a reason. Yeah, because that's one thing you enjoy doing is going. And it's not like for the argument, like you want to know and you go back and forth. Okay, why? Because you want to know how you can improve. It's constructive criticism. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't take that stuff personally. You know, everybody be like, "Oh, you a hater." I'm like, nah, bro, they could be telling the truth. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, if they feel something's off, or like I had a dude tell me like, because I felt like some of my music was low and I put the sound up, but I didn't know at that time, because again, I do my own editing, that when you put the sound all the way up, you start to sound distorted. And I didn't have the speakers that someone else had, and he hit me up like, yo, you gotta do better with your sound. Now, like, imagine if I was like regular, I was like, oh, you a hater, I ain't listening to you. But I went back and listened, and I was like, damn, he right. Like my sound was off because I put the volume and the bass all the way up, which I don't even know why I did. Right. So it was just like I had to learn levels and all of that technical stuff that studio engineers go to school for. I had to like teach myself how to do it. So now it's on and popping because I know how to do it easy.
Oh, there we go. And you know where to find him. Jaybrdoubleez. That's it on YouTube. I'm going to put the link below also in the video description. Breeze, it's been a blessing, man, talking to you. If there's anything else that you want to bring to the table right now, please do so.
Yeah, likewise. I hope I ain't talked too much. Just want to let everybody know out there, like, you have hope. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, it's like so many topics. So I'm gonna just chill. I don't want to bore people to death with my monotone voice, but you know, you have hope. That's my message, really. You asked that earlier. You have hope. Whether it's a breakup, whether you in some beef in the streets and you wondering how you gonna get out of it, whether you feel like you got to go peel somebody's cap because they might peel your cap, you can get out of it the right way. Not just like not 6ix9ine in it, pause, but like there's ways to get this. You trust me, like you can get out of it. You know, guns jam, guys. Like,
I'm sorry, not 6ix9ine in it, pause.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta say pause. Like, yeah, guns jam, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just because someone pull a trigger doesn't always mean you're gonna get shot. You may have a baby on the way. You don't know how you're gonna get through it. You have hope. Like, any situation you're in, that's my message, really. There's hope. I've been in every single one of those situations at least once.
Financial is big right now too.
There's hope. Financial situation. I remember there was a point in time where I was just, I didn't even have food. Like, I mean, I say it in some of my songs. Like, they'll hear it. It's like, yo, like, I have a line where I say, who would have thought that I would have fought to afford sandwiches, right? And sandwiches is $3.50 in the hood, right? Well, $3 in the real hood, but once you start to get a little out the hood, it's $3.50, $4, $5. So it's like, yeah, man, like I've been in those situations, and by God's grace, let me be clear. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I was so tough or I was so smart. It's because the man above looked out, and I'm not special. He'll look out for all of us if we want it. So, you know, instead of hating him for the situation you're in, I would say just turn to him and see him work the situation out for you. And I don't want to be preaching on here because
listen, never lose faith either way, man.
Yeah.
You got to have it. Tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Sure.
And
you mentioned if I just say Jesus' name, they'll turn it off right away. They like, ooh, delete. I'm never watching this video again.
Oh, it's like the Candy Man. You say his name 5 times. No, anyway. No, but yeah, you know, sometimes people just don't want to hear that because they think like, okay, this guy, automatically they think he's brainwashed by the churches and stuff like that, but it's not like that. I don't even go to church. You don't have to go to church to be a believer. You don't have to go to church to talk to God and Jesus. And then, and we know that. I know we're not definitely trying to turn this into like, you know, obviously a sermon or something.
A religious thing. Yeah.
A religious thing.
Church is important. Let me be clear because I know, like I said, my audience is mixed. So let me be clear. Yeah. Church is important, but I believe there are seasons where you just can't be in church all the time, dude. Like, you won't be able to get nothing done. Like, there are times I come home from work, or just getting my wife from work, and it's like, yo, imagine we had to go to church tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes a lot, right? It becomes a lot. I think there's just ways to do all of that stuff where it doesn't seem like we killing ourselves to do it. And yeah, praying, praise, and worship can happen any day, every day, all day. And I don't need to step into someone else's 4 walls, pause, to do that.
This guy with the pauses. All right, man. But hopefully you didn't pause this and you kept it rolling, because this was a great conversation between yours truly and this gentleman right here, Jaybrdoubleez, longtime friend of mine. Dude, it's been great speaking to you right now. This is definitely not the last time we're going to do this. We're going to have another sit-down session over here. Jimmy J signing out with the man, the myth, the legend in my book, in my eyes, Jaybreez. Check him out. Links below. He has a lot in store in the future. He's going to be rocking the house. This guy, something special.